Time has been suspended at Collinwood, while one woman makes an uncertain and frightening journey to the past, back to 1795, to discover this house, and in it, an evil force who can shape nightmares and then bring them to life.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, my lady. Did I startle you?
No, it's all right.
The Countess left her fan down here last night. May I look for it?
Of course.
Is something wrong, my lady?
No.
Ah, here it is. My mistress is incredible. She hardly ever loses anything. She always remembers exactly where she puts things.
How fortunate.
This is a particular favorite of hers. The characters are the tarot cards that
I saw it last night. It's lovely.
I'm sorry to have disturbed you, Mrs. Collins.
Angelique, have you seen Mr. Jeremiah this morning? Has he come down yet?
Oh, I heard him tell Mr. Collins he'd be working at home today. I believe he's in his room. Shall I tell him you wish to see him?
No, thank you.
So, she's going to tell Jeremiah and warn him that she knows something, but she isn't sure what. It's starting now. I've started it, and no one can stop it. Not even I myself. Not even if I wanted to.
Trying to forget my dream all morning. I know it's ridiculous, but I can't stop thinking about it.
I have a solution. Go into the village and buy yourself a bonnet.
Jeremiah, I am not a child.
I'm sorry. I know the dreams can be very upsetting. I don't mean to be unsympathetic.
You shouldn't.
Oh?
You were in it.
Naomi, your dream's not some party I had a part about attending.
Oh, I know you had nothing to do with it. Don't laugh at me, but there was some truth in that dream. What, I don't know. Please, let me tell you about it. You were in love with someone. Or perhaps love isn't the right word. Obsessed.
Well, I hope she was beautiful.
I don't know. I don't know who she was. But your love was wrong, terribly wrong.
I do wish you could have discovered her name so I could avoid her in the future.
You won't take me seriously, will you?
I do.
Well, then act as if you do. Sound as if you do.
I'm sorry, Naomi. Tell me the rest.
All I could see of her was her hand. There was a mark on it.
What mark?
Well, it was like a pitchfork. Oh, I know Abigail would say it's the devil's mark.
But you believe it, too.
There was something terribly evil in the dream. I was trying to stop you from doing something. I don't know what. Can you tell me what?
No, I can't tell you.
Jeremiah, is everything well with you?
Well, I suffer, I guess, from the usual tenseness of too many visitors. I find it hard dealing with strangers every time I walk into the house, but that's about all that's bothering me. I'll be all right once Barnabas marries Josette. You must be feeling the difference, too.
Yes, but I like them all. Josette is perfect. They have foreign ways, of course. Do you know that the Countess was trying to read the future in her tarot cards last night just before I went to bed?
Enough reason for any dreams. Naomi, what would Joshua say if he knew that you and the Countess were reading the future?
Oh, you mustn't tell him.
And you must not let her cards upset you. Blame your dream on the Countess. Forget it. Promise me.
I don't know how I can forget that hand, Jeremiah. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can.
Oh, how I envy Barnabas. If we weren't friends, I'd steal you away.
Oh, come, sir, you flatter me too much. Have you met Miss Collins? Millicent, this is Lieutenant Nathan Forbes.
Miss Collins?
I've never met a sailor before.
Where have you been hiding, Miss Collins?
Why, in New York, of course.
Oh, no wonder. Of all the cities.
Now, don't you criticize my home. I shall take it personally if you do. I, for one, would find it far more distasteful to be on the sea. But then I am susceptible to all of those maladies which may be caused by constant motion.
A pity, Miss Collins.
How nice.
Oh, it's always an honor to be in your home, Mrs. Collins.
Is Joshua here with you?
No, I just brought some specifications to go over with Jeremiah.
Oh, well, he's in his room.
Well, if you'll excuse me then.
Mrs. Collins, would you care for some tea? I took the liberty of ordering it from the kitchen.
I'd love some. We seldom have tea. Joshua remembers the Revolution. He considers tea a symbol of British authority.
The lieutenant is very handsome.
Yes, isn't he?
Not that I care for handsome men. I think most of them quite conceited.
Would you care for some sugar?
Yes, please. You. It's you.
Mrs. Collins, what is it?
What is that on your hand?
I don't know. I've never seen it before. What is it? Do you know?
I'm really not feeling very well. Please excuse me.
Mrs. Collins.
No problem about changing the keel. If the Navy wants it this way it will be.
Well, it could have waited, of course. But I'd take every opportunity I can to come to this house.
Oh?
How is our Miss Winters this morning?
Working, I imagine, in the nursery.
Huh?
Tell me, would you take Miss Millicent Collins as a substitute?
She gets seasick.
She can afford to.
Really.
She owns a great deal of real estate in New York.
No wonder she likes it so much. She owns it herself.
Yes. Her father and mother are dead. Excuse me.
I must speak to you.
Come in, Naomi. Nathan is just leaving.
Yes. I'll see you at the yard later. Good afternoon, Mrs. Collins.
Good afternoon, Lieutenant.
Well, Naomi?
I saw the brand. The pitchfork from my dream.
Naomi.
It was on Josette's hand.
Josette.
Yes. What does it mean?
Nothing.
It does.
Are you positive?
Yes, of course
No,
I am.
let me finish, Naomi. Josette may have just bruised her hand.
No. It was on the back of Josette's hand in exactly the same position it was on the hand from my dream.
It was probably your imagination.
It was not. What do you think of me, that I could make up a thing like this?
No, I don't think you'd make it up, but it's just a very unfortunate coincidence.
How could a coincidence cause a thing like this?
I don't know.
Dreams mean something, you know. People tell the future by them. The Countess...
You must not tell her,
Jeremiah.
nor anyone else for that matter. Oh. Well, I'm sorry, but you must remember I was in the dream, too. The lover, I believe. I've only just met Josette. It would be very embarrassing for her as well as Barnabas if anyone believed that you took a nightmare seriously.
I hadn't thought of
And
that.
Josette herself would be very upset. She would think you disliked her.
Oh, but that's not true at all. She loves my son. You're right. I mustn't mention this to anyone. I'm sorry to have bothered you with it.
Oh, no. I'm glad you did.
Mademoiselle. I thought you were downstairs.
Well, I was.
Is something wrong?
This mark on my hand. It just appeared. It won't come off.
I have had that.
You have?
A crescent mine was. It appeared the first day we arrived here.
But yours has gone away.
I couldn't understand. It worried me. But then, begging your pardon, Mademoiselle, I used some of this.
My rose water.
Oh, I know I shouldn't have it.
No, I don't mind.
Well, shall I try the rose water on your hand?
Yes, please do.
One of the native sponges I brought with me. Now, let's see.
It upset Mrs. Collins as much as it did me. Will it come off?
You must be patient, my lady.
I was so afraid of some dreadful disease, like the pox. Oh, Angelique, nothing must happen now, not with the wedding so near.
You're right. Nothing must happen. There.
It's gone.
I told you.
Oh, Angelique. Oh, what would I do without you?
Don't worry, mademoiselle. I'll never let you find out.
Miss Collins.
Hello, Lieutenant.
You're not going out?
I'm not.
Well, it's very windy.
Oh, that's why I'm bundling up.
Oh, I had hopes of the two of us having a cup of tea.
Another one.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Of course. You're meeting someone, a romantic rendezvous.
Lieutenant, what a thing to say.
Well, I can't believe you're not. Surely you've had the opportunity.
Well,
Well, I tell you what. Let him wait. Waiting makes a man twice as anxious.
do you know that from personal experience?
Of course.
Well, then I shall take your advice. I know very little about men.
Then you must learn everything from me.
You are wicked.
Yes.
You admit it? I've never heard a man be honest before.
Well, what men have you been talking to?
My lawyer? Well, he's honest about my trusts, of course.
Yeah, and who else?
My broker. He's completely dependable about my monies.
He should be.
And my banker, of course. But they never talk about themselves.
They're afraid to.
Why should they be?
I don't know, but they must be. Because you made me honest.
I did. You aren't usually. What did I do?
You looked at me.
But I've looked at them.
Ah. They never noticed the beautiful way you hold your neck, tilt of your head, the innocence of your eyes.
Sir,
Oh, it's impossible for me to lie to you.
you are very forward. Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's such an old-fashioned word. I can see, Miss Collins, Millicent, if I may, that I must show you a whole new world.
Are you still here, Nathan?
You're going down to the yard?
Yes, come along if you like. I'll get my cloak.
When can I see you?
I don't know.
You must decide. Do you want to see me again?
Would you like to come into Collinsport, cousin?
Oh, thank you, no. But is there anyone you could send to an apothecary? My brother needs a cough syrup. I've written it down.
Of course, I'll have one of the men do it.
I would be most... It's the mark.
It's nothing.
It's the same mark Josette had on her hand.
Oh, no, it's a bruise. I scraped it. In my room, I was banking the fire. Shall we go, Nathan?
We'll have tea together tomorrow, perhaps.
Come in.
Are you alone?
Yes.
I promised we would never be alone.
That was very foolish of you.
I meant to keep it.
Why?
Because I must. And I will after this one time. But I had to see.
Yes.
To show you this.
Oh, no.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Well, you must. Millicent said it had been on your hand.
It's fate. Fate telling us not to hide what we feel for each other.
We feel nothing.
Then why this? I meant what I said before, Jeremiah. I do feel something for you.
Don't.
Something that comes and goes. Something that I must learn to control. Something that I'm so ashamed of, and yet...
But everyone will find out.
Perhaps that would be better.
No. You love Barnabas.
I loved him when I came.
You love him still!
I'm so confused.
What are we going to do about this? Yours disappeared. How?
Rose water. Angelique took it off with this. Where's that sponge?
Here, use this. We've no time. If someone should come.
Yes.
Where is your maid?
She's on an errand. Jeremiah, it will come off. You want it to come off, so...
Yes, I do. Naomi had a dream last night. This mark was in it. A brand for lovers.
Oh. Won't come off.
It must, or everyone will know. Your hand. So soft. No! When I'm sitting alone in my room at night and I think of you, I don't feel this.
Why? Why does this happen to us?
I don't care.
When I'm in your arms, I don't want to be in anyone else's. Ever. I belong here.
Yes.
Let them know. Let everyone in the house know. I don't care. We mustn't care. We must be together.
Yes. We can't be.
Don't leave me.
I must.
Don't leave me now.
I must leave this room. Leave this house. Leave this town.
No.
Tonight!